It is market day. I'm whispering because Lala is still asleep. But the babies are up, the twins are up, so I'm gonna go get them and feed them and then let them play while we finish packing up. All we have to do this morning is load up the truck and then we are good to go. So I'm gonna go do that. Tell the babies good morning, feed them, and then get the truck loaded up. So it is currently about 7:15, so we've got to leave in about 45 minutes. So got a little bit of a busy morning. we finished setting up. We got set up literally right on time. We finished just before 10 o'clock. So super duper happy about that. And then we did some new display stuff, which I'm really excited about. I think they turned out really good. The shirts, sorry, I keep looking. It is really windy. I will say it is really windy today. And so that always makes us really nervous. But if I keep looking away, it's because I'm checking my stuff because it keeps gusting winds. Anyways, so we've got it all set up, ready to go. I really like how everything turned out. I did forget the pegs for the pegboards, so I couldn't put out my keychains, but that's fine. Honestly, I think it turned out for the best because of the wind. But yeah, everything so far is looking solid. And I will show you guys a little tour. I will show you guys a little tour of everybody who's here and see how the day goes. So the brunch place that we're at just opened up, and I'm hoping that after this initial first meal group of people, once they finish, then it'll start to pick up over here at the market side. So super excited, and we'll see how it goes. Quick check-in. It is 11:24. We've had a couple of small sales, which is awesome, and it is starting to pick up now. I think people are starting to finish up eating their meals at the brunch spot, and now they're starting to head this way. So we're picking up a little bit. I might set you guys up and see how traffic is looking. Hey y'all, so checking in real quick, it is just after 2:15, and we have 9 total sales so far, which is really great. We've made our booth feedback from not only today, but the last time I was supposed to be here when I had to cancel that market because we had all gotten sick. It was with the same company, so that's great that we were able to recoup the fees for both of those days, or today and last one. So that is awesome. It's been pretty steady, not busy, but just steady. The weather did get a little crazy. It was supposed to be like high of 75 today. It was supposed to be really nice. It is cold. And then it started to drizzle for a little bit there, so then it got colder, and all the windiness is still going, so occasionally we have to stop and hold our breath for a second, but otherwise it's going really good. So I wanted to show you guys really quickly the new apparel display that I started using at this market. I really like how it turned out, and it was super easy to assemble and disassemble. I pretty much just used these wooden crates and attached these wooden dowels to the crates using some Velcro strips, and that's also how I attached the mannequin to the top of the dowel, and then there we have it. I used the clips on the back of the shirts just to keep them from blowing away, and it held pretty well. So I really like how it turned out, and I think this is how I'm going to display my apparel from at least now on. who knows, it might change it down the line. Alright, y'all, checking in. It is 3:55, so we are at the last 5 minutes of the market, and we ended up with a total of 11 transactions. It's really great. And like I said, we made our booth feedback for this market and the one that we missed, so that was even better. Got a lot of compliments on things, and I felt like did really good. So we are getting ready to pack up, head home, and then I will give you guys the full recap later on. Alright, y'all, so let's give a quick recap and just kind of my final thoughts on how the market went. So overall, I think the market was a really good market. I did really, really well, considering that it wasn't like crazy busy the whole time. There was definitely some like busy moments and then some lulls and then more busy moments and then lulls again. So considering all of that, it really wasn't that bad. Plus the weather. I would have to say the weather was a big factor, I think, because it was colder than people were anticipating and it was pretty windy. And then at one point it did start to drizzle a little bit. So all of that kind of deterred people from coming out. So on top of that, I think this location, this location is a new one. They have, this restaurant is originally at a different place, which they still have that location, and that's where they normally host these markets. And this secondary one is one that just recently opened up, so they just started hosting markets here. And so I think people are just starting to kind of figure out that there is a market going on I think it's every other weekend. So I think they flip-flop. Every other weekend is at this one, and then the opposite weekends are over at this location. So I think people are still figuring that out. I don't know how long they've been at the original location, so I'm curious to see what kind of like foot traffic that looks like over there. If it's been going longer, then obviously people are going to know that it's going to be there whatever weekends that they're there. And then here they're still figuring that out. They're still learning. So super duper excited about that. I think the next time I apply for this market, I'm going to try to be at the original location and just to compare the difference. But I still think that I would definitely go back to this secondary location because it was still a good market for me, and it was fairly close to my home, which is really, really nice because at the end it's just a quick, easy breakdown, put it in the truck, and we can get home pretty quickly. So that was really, really great. I did really like my setup. I made some changes, which you guys saw on the t-shirt displays, and I've been testing that out, and I think it's actually working really well. So I used to have my apparel on hangers. They weren't bagged up or anything like that. They were just on hangers. So what I would do is I would fold them and then put them in a bin, have the hangers in a separate bin. I have to take them all out, put them on the hangers, put them on the rack, and like transporting the clothes rack and everything was just a mess. So I decided to switch over to poly bags and have them pre-folded, pre-packaged, and having the care instructions on the back, which I think has been working out really, really well. I feel like my apparel sales have increased since making that switch, but I feel like I've noticed that it's been increasing. So that was really great. Oh, and I did mention my tent. This was the first market that I like actually set up the tent 100% by myself. I told my husband, I said, don't help me, let me just do it. And it was actually super easy to do. So that was really, really exciting because the previous tent that I had, which I don't think I've ever shown it in any of my videos because I got this tent before I started this channel. But that previous tent was just a pain in the butt to set up by myself, and I definitely needed a second hand. But this one, I can definitely do it on my own, and I'm figuring out the best ways to do it and things like that. But it was really, really easy. In the middle, it has like this little like bar, and it has a handle that you push up on. And honestly, like it takes a minute to figure out like how it works. The first time I put it together by myself, it was really awkward, but once you figure it out, it was pretty easy. So like I said, I'll leave that link for you guys down in the description if you guys are looking for a tent, especially one that you're looking for to be able to set up on your own. So far, I really like it. Also, on that note, I've been thinking about doing a like craft show market day must-haves. Let me know if you guys would be interested in seeing that kind of video. So let me know down in the comments if you guys want to see something like that, and if you have any like must-have market items for you, let me know as well. So really quickly, I wanted to hop in here because I forgot to mention something in the little like recap chat that we were doing, but I wanted to mention about like not having pre-assigned booth spaces, which was interesting. I haven't had that before, and I honestly don't know how I feel about it. I think it ended up being okay for this one, but it was also size-wise a smaller market, so it wasn't too bad. And because we were all just kind of like in this little like circle roundabout area, I felt like there wasn't a bad spot because it really lended itself for, you know, just a flow of traffic through every vendor because you weren't really hidden anywhere. So it didn't end up being a bad thing for this market, but I would be curious to see how it works for other markets. I do think I have another one that's coming up that is also first come first serve based on your spot, so we'll see how that goes. I'm interested to see how that pans out because obviously it's going to be a different venue, so we will see. But I don't know how I feel about it. It was okay, but I am the type of person that I like to know ahead of time where my space is and kind of what I can expect, who's going to be around me, things like that. So maybe it's just because that's what I'm used to, but I don't know. It wasn't bad, but I think I prefer pre-assigned. I think that was it overall, like I said, it was a great market, and I'm definitely going to be doing this again, just kind of as, like I said, a filler market throughout the duration of my market seasons. So the market season for me is going to be coming to an end here pretty soon because summertime here is very, very hot, and I do not do well physically in the heat. So we are going to be pausing markets for summertime. But I think we've got until the end of April, maybe early May. We'll see. We'll see how the end of April goes with the weather. But yeah, other than that, I am so glad that you guys watched this video. If you found it helpful in any way or you enjoyed any piece of it, please give this video a big thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it because it helps me out and it helps grow my channel. If you guys have not already subscribed, be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell notifications so that way you'll be notified anytime that I upload my future videos, market vlogs. If you guys want to see that craft show must-haves video, all of that will be notified to you if you turn on the bell notifications. So thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.